A middle school student in Pueblo in custody on a mandatory hold after bringing a loaded handgun to school today. Roncalli STEM School temporarily put in lockdown as officers search that building. News 5's Andy Cohen and live from the school tonight with the very latest on this investigation. Andy?
Rob, officers suspect that student had brought the gun with him for self-protection. They say there is no evidence that he intended to harm others at the school. An alert teacher is credited with stopping a dangerous situation, quickly contacting the school resource officer after learning that a student brought a handgun to school.
Nobody wants anything bad to happen in school, and that's why we're so pleased that our teacher today was so vigilant and took the immediate and appropriate actions.
They just contacted the person, secured the weapon, and handcuffed the student.
The school was placed on lockdown for about a half an hour as a precaution so that officers could search the building for any other possible threats.
We're so fortunate that they were able to, as always, respond so quickly to our needs.
Officers described the weapon as a 9mm handgun. It had bullets, but it didn't have a serial number or the manufacturer's stamp, suggesting that it was a ghost gun.
So that's part of the investigation. We're trying to make a determination where he obtained this firearm and how he had it at the school.
The student is being held on a felony charge of bringing a firearm onto school property and a misdemeanor charge of being a minor in possession of a handgun. That second charge, though, requires a mandatory hold.
The initial information we have is the student had this firearm for protection. So there was no specific intent of a school shooting or anything to that effect.
If you have any information that could help investigators on this case, you're encouraged to contact the Pueblo Police Department at the number you see here on your screen. It is 719-553-2502. And you can also leave an anonymous tip with Pueblo Crime Stoppers. That number is 542-STOP. That's 719-542-7867. In Pueblo, Andy Cohen, News 5.
Andy, thanks for the update. New at 10.